Hi, Trevor here, Life Reflections Requests. Thank you for stopping by. Well, coming again today, you're very, very welcome. I trust you enjoyed my last video on Kissing the Flint, Leah Chenoweth Tidy, and we looked at a pretty amazing look of live songs like June Girl and Windscreen, A Dream, and also the songwriting collaboration I had with her, Your Time Is Now. So trust you found that one encouraging. We're going on to a request today. It's always good to do requests. This girl was born in 1965 in Philadelphia, but she would soon move with the family to the Bronx at a very early age. But Lonnie Gordon, who we're talking about today, had a pretty amazing song voice and a pretty compelling stage presence, and she was starting to get noticed around Harlem with some lead singing, including bands such as Nith Jar. She would marry in the 1980s, and around the late 1980s she would actually move to England with a husband. And it was around that time she had a bit of a break from some performing, but around the late 1980s she started to perform with some bands including Offshore, Deja Vu and Quartzlop. And Simon Harris took notice of her and said, look, can you please sing the lead vocals on I Got Your Pleasure Control? And she said, yeah, sure, let's do that. And I've got a TV clip of that one below, very, very early Lonnie Gordon, absolutely. Supreme Records came knocking and said, well, we'll sign you up in 1989. Now, Lonnie was a keen follower of Aiken and Waterman, who had some pretty amazing songs in the 1980s, and they agreed to produce Happening All Over Again. Lonnie was very, very happy to collaborate with those two, and the official clip I've got below, it got to number 4 in the UK singles chart, so Lonnie was starting to get a little bit of groundswell in popularity and notoriety. In 1990, she did release If I Have to Stand Alone, but there was only a limited release on that album for some reason, which led to a bit of self-doubt for Lonnie going forward. So she said, what am I going to do now? Well, I think I'll go to Italy and record a song over there. And so she did that recording, Gonna Catch You. Now, this was an absolutely massive, massive, massive song for her. It's got to number 2 in the UK charts, number 1 in the US dance charts, and number 79 in the Billboard Hot 100. And also what helped this song along was Vanilla Ice's Cold as Ice soundtrack movie that actually got on that as well. We've got an official clip. We've also got a live version of this one around, apart from interviewing at the start, around 3 minutes in, you've got Lonnie Anderson absolutely live singing Gonna Catch You. This is all about wanting someone. This is all about, you know what, I really want you. I can imagine being with anybody else. You may not realise it quite yet, but I want you. I'm going to do everything I can to try and catch you as well. I'm going to try everything I possibly can to actually, for me to be the one whose hand you hold, for me the one to love and to share intimacy with. It's funny how relationships start, isn't it? You know, before the actual hookup happens, one person interested and the other person may not be. and the person's thinking, well, I really want this person. I really, really like them. I just think they're pretty amazing. The other person's totally oblivious. There may be a little bit of an inkling of something, but towards the sort of the desire of relationship, they're not quite there yet. And sometimes, in fact, as we discovered with the song Your Time Is Now from the last video, where she was very much saying the same thing, and that is, hey, come on, let's get moving, let's get on with this thing. There's a little bit more than just, hey, I like you. You know, we're past I like you here. Where is actually I want you? And I'm going to do it. I want to catch you. I'm going to catch you. And hopefully that you will catch me back. This is always the hope in relationships, particularly with the person that you want to be with, that it will become mutual at some point. But someone's got to make the first move, don't they? Almost like you can imagine a hall, and you're one standing on one side of the hall and one standing on the other side, and you know there's a bit of a dance happening in the middle, and you're standing and you're looking at each other. You're smiling at each other. You might be, you know, have that lingering look as well, but nobody moves. Someone's got to move at some point. Well, this song takes that one step further, and that well and truly the girl in this case is actually walking across the hallway and say, let's dance. Let's dance. You know what? I want to dance with you. Or to quote Whitney Houston, I want to dance with somebody. I want to feel the heat with somebody. I think not just dancing, it's a bit more than that. There's actually desire and longing in these lyrics. To be able to declare to the world, declare to yourself, more importantly, that if you are going to go after somebody, that you've got to have that inner drive to do such a thing, because the other person may not have any idea. So, going to catch you as a great take on life, a great take on how relationships start, and how sometimes one person needs to move. So, official and live version of that one below. In 1996, she released Dirty Love. We've got the official clip of this one below. This one got to number 6 in the charts. And this is all about breaking up, betrayal, all that sort of stuff. In 2002, she was actually involved in Cirque du Soleil in Las Vegas, the show Zoomanity, and she's the lead vocalist and narrator, because Cirque du Soleil actually agreed and said that we love your voice and we love your compelling stage persona. And so because of that, they actually signed her up to the iconic role of lead vocalist and narrator. So we got that back in 2002. So Lonnie Gordon has had a little bit of an impact on the charts with some significantly well-placed releases at just the right time. She released 2 studio albums, 5 compilation albums, and had 14 singles. So the links to those 5 clips are in the description below, and I've also included my last video from Kissing the Flint, so if you want to keep on them, feel free. I do love doing requests. I really appreciate this request today. Well, that's it for today. Next time we're going to get onto the band Dead or Alive. So until then, I'll catch you around. Bye for now.